Charlie Kirk is dead. Now, usually when I hear news that a celebrity has passed away, I'm like, who the hell was that? But Charlie Kirk was a household name at this point. He was one of the most popular right-wing celebrities. He might have even been more popular than Ben Shapiro. And so when I heard that he was dead at only 31 years of age, I was devastated. I started screaming, panicking, crying, shaking, wrecking my home, and punching the walls. And I think most people can relate to all of this, because that's how most people were feeling when hearing the news. Now, whether you agreed with Charlie Kirk's opinions or not, this is still extremely upsetting, because what happened to freedom of speech, man? I thought we could all just be based, but apparently no. If your opinions get a little bit too controversial, you will get shot. However, I personally don't think Charlie Kirk got shot simply because someone did not agree with him, but rather because someone who did not agree with him saw him as a threat. It was probably someone who did not like Donald Trump, who got upset that Donald Trump became president, and then was like, "This Charlie Kirk guy poisons young impressionable minds. He made them vote for the wrong president. He is a threat, and so I have to neutralize the threat." And this is why I don't ever talk about politics on this channel. You will never hear my personal opinions on Trump, Republicans, Democrats, or any of that cringe. Now, I do think you should be willing to fight for your own opinions. But in my case, my opinions on politics are not strong enough for me to fight for them. But if you are someone who is really passionate about this and you are willing to die just to be based, then go for it. But what's even worse is the fact that not too long ago, before this, a Ukrainian woman was stabbed to death on a train. And personally, I think the stabbing in the train might have been a determining factor behind the Charlie Kirk assassination. The Ukrainian woman murder had a racial motif to it. So someone somewhere probably thought, this innocent woman got killed because of them Republicans, and Charlie Kirk is a threat because he causes more people to become Republican, so I gotta get rid of him. Now, like I said, I'm not gonna give my own opinion on whether I like Republicans or not, but that is probably how someone thought. Now, there also exist videos that show the exact moment Charlie Kirk got shot, and I'm not gonna show it here because some of those videos get really graphic and they will break YouTube TOS, but he gets shot in the neck from a far distance. This had to be done by a professional with shooting experience. This couldn't have been an amateur teenager who just got a little bit too angry. Also, he got shot literally while debating other people on gun violence. I don't think this was a coincidence. I think all of this was a setup. I think some master puppeteer organized the whole thing. They hired a professional sniper and they specifically made Charlie Kirk debate on gun violence, so that this would be some kind of twisted irony. Well, that guy debates on gun control, so let's see if his stance on gun control changes if he himself becomes a victim of it. This is so sickening. The fact that none of his opinions that day mattered because he was not there to change those people's minds. He was just there because he got set up in this nefarious scheme. And the saddest thing, in my opinion, was that Charlie Kirk was cooking even during his last moments. When he got asked how many transgender people became school shooters or something, he was like, "Too many, mic drop." Now, I'm obviously not gonna give my opinion on transgender people, but I think one trans person becoming a school shooter is already one too many. Like, brother was onto something, but people still did not let him speak, because this was all just a horrible setup. And a lot of leftists are probably now celebrating the death of one of the biggest and most influential Republicans. But I don't think this is a W, because what do you think will happen now Some Republican will probably get revenge and do the same thing with an influential leftist, and then some other leftist will retaliate to that and kill another right-wing person, and this will never end. In fact, Jordan Peterson perfectly describes the problem with revenge.
You have a family, I have a family. Your brother kills my son. So what do? I come and I kill your father and your cousin. And then you think, well, I killed your father and your cousin, I'm going to come back and I'm going to kill 4 of your people. And then I come back and say, yeah, no problem. It's 16 of you this time. And then you come back and you say, 16, eh? Let's try for 32. And so this is what happens. This is actually why justice systems are set up, by the way. There's a bunch of reasons justice systems are set up. And one is to punish the guilty. That's one. The other is to have the guilty repent. That's 2. To maintain social order. That's 3. Here's another one that no one ever thinks about. It's to alleviate you from the responsibility of revenge. That's what it's for. Because otherwise, what happens? You kill 1, I kill 2. You kill 4, I kill 8. You kill 16. And soon, everyone's at war.
In fact, like I kind of said, I think we are already experiencing this. I think the assassination of Charlie Kirk was already done in retaliation to the stabbing of the Ukrainian woman. So, we have to break the cycle right here. We don't need more people losing their lives. Whether you agree with them politically or not, whether they are poisoning and corrupting young and impressionable minds, I think killing them is going too far. And my heart goes out to Charlie Kirk's wife, who is low-key a baddie, and their 2 children. Sorry, I'm trying to be humorous to cope with the feelings I am going through at the moment. I think this is very devastating news for a lot of people. May Charlie Kirk rest in peace.